Today, I'm going to show you the top 11 most unstoppable money plays in Madden 25. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly where to find these plays and precisely how to set them up to make them so unstoppable. Now with that, let's get to the first play. Here's a play that everybody needs to know about because it's super easy to run and it beats every defense in Madden 25. The play is motion Y post from the formation gun trips tight end flex. It can be found in these playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Detroit offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. Now you're always going to want to run this play with your trips to the wide side of the field. And the only thing you need to do to set this play up is put your running back on a streak route. What makes this play unique is when you snap the football, you're going to see this inside trips receiver go on a cheat motion to the right side. Against cover 3 zone or cover 4 drop, your first read is going to be to look to the running back on the streak route. Next, you're going to read this defender right here. If he sinks back to play the post, you're going to have the inverted zig underneath. If he bites down to play the inverted zig, you're going to be able to throw the post over the top. If you think your opponent's in a cover 2 zone, you're going to read this defender right here. When our cheat motion runs by him, we can pass lead it straight up for a big play and potentially a one-play score. And against any type of man defense, our first read is to look to the cheat motion, as sometimes the defenders are going to run into each other and leave us a wide open throw. Next, we have two of the best man-beating routes in the game. The inverted zig is going to win underneath, and the tight end post route is going to win big to the sideline. And finally, if your opponent's running a lot of match, you can put this outside receiver on a comeback route. You're going to see that against any cover 4 match, he's going to get wide open every single time. You know how sometimes there's a play that beats every defense, and if you're playing against it, you got to worry about it on every snap? Well, this is that play in Madden 25. The play is shot fade cross from the formation tight doubles, and it can only be found in the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive playbook in Madden 25. And I'm going to show you a setup from our Pittsburgh offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. Now with the ball on a hash mark and our tight end to the wide side of the field, we're going to set this play up by simply streaking our inside slot receiver on the left, dragging our tight end, and flat routing our running back. And this is our setup against every single type of defense. First, I'm going to show this against a cover 2. And you're going to see that this is just simply one of the easiest cover 2 bombs in the game, as our glitchy fade route is going to get wide open for a pass lead straight up for a walk-in one-play touchdown against any type of cover 2 in the game. Now against a cover 3, you're going to have a very similar read. You're just going to throw the fade route at a different time. So you're going to see here our Y receiver is going to push any deep third down the field, which is going to allow us to still hit our X receiver with a pass lead down into the outside for huge yards. And against any type of man defense, you're going to see the tight end drag and the deep crosser by the B receiver are going to end up torching both of their defenders. Here's a play that every Madden player needs to know about because it's super easy to run and it beats every defense in the game. The play is Y sail from the formation doubles flex Y off close. Now to run this play, we need to make sure that our tight end is to the wide side of the field. And the only adjustment that we're going to make is to drag the slot receiver on the non-tight end side. Against any cover 3 zone, this fade route is going to push any deep third down the field, clearing the path for our tight end corner route for a big gain on the sideline. And if that's not there or we're under pressure, we can check down to our flat route or the drag route by our slot receiver. Against a cover 2, we're going to read this defender right here. As long as our opponent doesn't set him to a 30-yard zone drop, we're going to be able to throw the tight end corner route over the top for big yards. And if he sinks back super far or you're running out of time, you can always check down to the flat route or the drag. Against a cover 4 drop, we're going to read this defender in the middle of the field. If he doesn't go and guard the corner, we're going to hit that for 15 to 20 yards. We also have great spacing as we can make a high-low read between the drag route and this backside dig. And against man coverage, you're going to have your choice between hitting the tight end corner, the drag route by our slot receiver, and the backside dig. And now I'm going to show you the easiest way to beat every defense in Madden 25. The play is curl flat from the formation trips tight end. It can be found in these different playbooks, and this is from our New England offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. Now you're always going to run this play with your trips to the wide side of the field. And to set it up, you're simply going to drag your tight end and streak your outside receiver. Now starting with a cover 2 zone, your first read is going to be this outside receiver. Now against any type of zone defense, the spacing on this play makes it almost impossible to stop. Your first read is going to be the tight end drag, followed by the running back on the Texas route. And if the zones in the middle of the field and the user play low to take away those routes, you're going to have the post route right behind them for big yards. And against any type of man defense, you're once again going to have your choice between the tight end drag, the post route, or the running back on the Texas route. If you're not using one of these cheat motion plays in Madden 25, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. And today I'm going to show you a play that you can use immediately to take advantage of one of the most broken mechanics in the game. The play is motion cross post from the formation gun bunch X nasty. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Detroit offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. Now to properly run this play, we're going to make sure our bunch is to the wide side of the field. And in order to set it up, we're simply going to streak our solo side receiver. And when we snap the football, we're going to see our outside bunch receiver run to the opposite side of the field on a cheat motion. Now, what's great about this is if we see one of our opponent's defenders follow this player, we know that they're in man coverage. Additionally, if nobody follows, we can be fairly certain they're in zone. Against cover 3 and cover 2 defense, the streak route by our solo receiver is going to push any deep third or deep half down the field, clearing a path for us to throw our cheat motion for big yards down the sideline. Additionally, against cover 4 zone, we should be able to make a high-low read between our drag route and the backside post. Our first read against any type of man defense is going to be the cheat motion. As many times, he's going to beat his defender up the sideline for an easy throw. Next, we should look to our drag route and backside post. Both are great man beaters and should be wide open for easy yards. Now here's another play that you need to know about because it's super easy to run and it beats every defense in this year's game. The play is stick and nod from the formation trips Y slot. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Pittsburgh offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. Now you're always going to want to run this play with your trips to the wide side of the field. Now to set this play up, you're going to flat route your running back, streak your tight end, comeback route your outside trips receiver, and most importantly, put your solo side receiver on a post route and custom stem him down one click by selecting him, holding the left bumper on Xbox, L1 on PlayStation, and then down one click on the D-pad. Against man defense, you're going to have your choice between the post route, the inverted zig, and your outside trips receiver on the comeback route. Against any kind of cover 3 or cover 4 match defense, this inverted zig is going to draw the attention of any seam flat or quarter flat, leaving your outside trips receiver wide open on the comeback. And against non-matching cover 3 or cover 4 zone defense, you're going to have an easy high-low read between the inverted zig route and the backside post. Additionally, if you get any time in the pocket, our stem down post route is going to end up wide open for a one-play touchdown against either of these defenses. And now I want to show you the best zone beating play in Madden 25. The play is motion mesh swing from the formation bunch spread nasty. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Minnesota offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. And to set this play up, we're simply going to make sure our bunch is to the wide side of the field. We're then going to streak our inside bunch receiver and put our outside bunch receiver on a corner route and custom stem him all the way down by selecting him, holding the left bumper on Xbox, L1 on PlayStation, and then down all the way on the D-pad. Against cover 2 zone, our fade route is going to be left wide open for one of the easiest one-play touchdowns in the game. Against cover 3 or cover 4, we're going to be able to throw this stem down corner route to the sideline for a pickup of 10 to 15 yards. And against match defense, this is where this play becomes special. When we snap the football, our running back is going to go on a motion behind our quarterback, creating the 4 receiver rule to one side of the field. This will shut off our opponent's match defense and allow us to again throw the corner out to the sideline for 10 to 15 yards. And if none of those are there, you're always going to have this really annoying check down for easy yards. Here's a must-know play as it's super easy to run and it beats absolutely everything in Madden 25. The play is cross wheels from the formation tight doubles. It can be found in these different playbooks, and I'm going to show you a setup from our Pittsburgh offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. Now, we always want to run this formation with our tight end and running back to the wide side of the field. And in order to set this play up, all you need to do is streak this inside slot receiver on the short side. Now, what you're going to see is what makes this play so broken is this wheel route right here. If your opponent runs cover 4 match, he's going to be wide open for a quick throw for an easy 10 yards. Against cover 2 or cover 3 zone defense, if they don't have a hard flat on the short side of the field, you can again throw the wheel route for an easy 5 to 10 yards. And what makes this play even more difficult to guard in these defenses is if they do shade down to play hard flats, you'll then be able to throw the wheel route behind it for easy yards. And if that's not there, you're still going to have a super easy high-low read between the tight end and the backside slot receiver. And finally, against man defense, you're going to see that both the tight end drag and the backside crossing route are going to torch their defenders, making it impossible for your opponent to use or both of them. Now, this is a play you need to know about because it's the best trick play in Madden 25. The play is motion double pass from the formation bunch strong nasty. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Tampa Bay offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. Now, to set this play up, you're simply going to want to make sure your bunch is to the wide side of the field. And what makes this play so special is it's going to be a one-play touchdown against any zone defense in the game. Now, when you snap the football, you're going to see the outside bunch receiver go on a cheat motion, and then your quarterback is going to auto-throw him the football. Now, most of the time in zone defense, your opponent's defenders are going to bite down on the auto motion, leaving your middle bunch receiver on the fade route wide open for an easy one-play touchdown. And if he's not open or your opponent's in man, you can always throw to one of the checkdowns. And as a really annoying final option, most of the time you're going to have free space to just take off with your wide receiver for easy yards. Now I'm going to show you a simple play that you can use to beat any defense in Madden 25. The play is cheat flat X post from the formation normal Y off close. And this is a setup from our Philadelphia offensive game plan on WinMadden.com. Now, to properly run this play, you want to make sure your tight end is always to the short side of the field. And to set this play up, we're simply going to streak our outside receiver and flat route our running back. Now, what makes this play unique is when you snap the football, you're going to see the tight end go on a cheat motion to the other side of the field. Now, if you don't see your opponent's user run with this, you should be able to hit this for a free 5 to 10 yards against most defenses in the game. Now, if that's not there, you can always look to the running back. If he's not manned up and they don't have a hard flat on the outside, you can take that for free yards. Now, what really makes this play special is the inverted zig and the sharp cutting post route by our short side receiver. Against any type of zone defense, you're going to have a high-low read over the middle of the field. If the zone's back up to play the post, you're going to hit the inverted zig. If they bite down to play the inverted zig, you're going to have the post route over the top towards the sideline. Additionally, you're going to find the inverted zig and the sharp cutting post are going to destroy any type of man coverage. Now, these plays are great and you're going to score a lot of points, but in order to become a better player, you have to get stops as well. So if you like this video, you should check out this video next where I show you the top 5 blitzes designed to make you unbeatable in Madden 25.